Anin indenewe maganidog wagosh indigu. Hello everybody, my name is Anton Troyer. My Ojibwe name is Wagosh, which means fox. I'm from the Eagle Clan, and I am sending you this video from my home community of Leech Lake, which is on the northernmost part of the Mississippi River. I am so excited to share with you and the rest of the world my first novel, Where Wolves Don't Die. It is a coming-of-age story and a thriller all wrapped into one. It's the story of Ezra Cloud, who's a 15-year-old Ojibwe boy. The story begins in the Twin Cities metro, where he is frustrated with everything about the city, his family situation, and immediately gets involved in an altercation. While he is kind of looking for clues to a murder, he's also engaging on a remarkable journey of self-discovery to protect him from himself, as well as everyone and everything else. His family sends him to run a trap line with his grandfather in the Canadian wilderness, and much of the book is set actually at the First Nation, Nigigusiminikaning, and in the wilderness itself. And as he does this, he is learning and reacquainting himself and learning more deeply about his own Ojibwe culture, his family, and all kinds of secrets emerge, not just about the murder that he's trying to solve, but about himself and everything about his entire family. I have 9 children of my own, and we have 6 out the door, 3 to go. And so I've been thinking a lot about coming of age, the roles of parents and grandparents, and also children in this pivotal experience. I would really like to think of Where Wolves Don't Die, not simply as another Indigenous lit story, but as a story of our shared human experience in looking for love, in wrestling with the tension between the desire to belong and connect, and also to quest for freedom and independence. And all coming-of-age stories are set in a culture. This one happens to be set in the Ojibwe culture. I have also often found myself frustrated with Indigenous lit. I think until just a few decades ago, almost all of it was authored by non-Indigenous people who had hardly talked to one of us or spent time in one of our places. It was an imagined experience, the white man's Indian, so to speak. And I also have been frustrated with the fact that a lot of the literature that mentions Native people are stories of trauma and tragedy and have characters who lament the culture that they never had because of residential boarding schools and things like that. And I live in my home community. I speak Ojibwe fluently. I participate in our ceremonies. All of my children, boys and girls, have had these coming-of-age ceremonies, including their first harvest celebrations and things like that. So I wanted to give people a different experience. Instead of another lamentation about tragedy and trauma, I wanted to give people a window into the living, beautiful, vibrant Ojibwe culture that still thrives in our space. And I wanted to do it all wrapped up in a thriller, crackling and full of tension that will transport people not only into this different cultural experience, but through a narrative of transformation and change, as well as all of the thriller aspects to the story. One of the other things I've been thinking about a lot as I have been writing Where Wolves Don't Die is that we've started to do better in recent years at holding up more female-authored work, and it's about dang time. We've started to do a little bit better at holding up more work by people from different gender identities, and it's about dang time. We've also started to do a little better at identifying some of the unhealthy messages that we give to boys about what it means to be a man, unpacking toxic masculinity. But something we haven't done very much and haven't done that well at is providing examples of healthy, positive masculinity, of a boy coming of age, dealing with the things, and finding a way to healing and connecting all within its own authentic cultural context. I'm so excited about where wolves don't die, about what it has to say about our shared human experience, and the way that it will give you a window into the authentic Ojibwe culture. I'm looking forward to the ongoing conversation. Thanks so much for listening. Miigwech.